A pregnant 24-year-old woman sat in the interrogation room, appearing to be on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Through her tears, Amelia Carr pleaded with the detectives to believe her, claiming she was merely a witness, a terrified victim of circumstance. But investigators knew something that was hard to believe. The person sitting before them was a true monster. The story of Heather Strong's murder is shocking not so much for its brutality, but for its cold-blooded calculation. This was not a crime of passion. Amelia lured her lover's legal wife into a trap, duct-taped her to a chair in a dark trailer, and slowly took her life by placing a plastic bag over her head. While the victim suffocated, Amelia calmly waited for the end. After the murder, Amelia and Joshua buried the body in a shallow grave and attempted to go on with their lives as if nothing had happened. Throughout the entire investigation, Carr tried to use her pregnancy as a shield, changing her testimony and pinning everything on her boyfriend. She was confident that she could outsmart the police by manipulating both facts and emotions. But she didn't know that every word she spoke was only tightening the noose around her own neck. How exactly did detectives manage to dismantle her story and force this innocent victim to reveal her true face? Let's take a look.
Concern.
Hey,
Hey,
tired?
exhausting. Not long bedtime.
You try to make this quick as possible, okay? Appreciate you coming up here.
You look tired too.
Very tired. Appreciate you coming up here. You understand, you're not pressured to be here. This is all voluntary. That door is only closed for privacy. It's not locked. You want to work or get up and walk out at any time, okay? But here we're trying to get some things together. We're trying to sort out some differences and get a clear understanding. Let me just get some understanding between you and Josh.
Mm-hmm.
How long you guys been knowing each other?
This August will be about 2 years.
So you known each other for about 2 years?
Yeah.
Tell me the relationship between you, Josh, and Heather.
And they split up. Me and him tried a relationship. And in December, he wanted to work things out for his kid's sake, and we parted ways. And we just agreed that when she came along, we have some kind of civil relationship, and it's hard when you got 5 kids between different people.
How many kids do you have?
3.
You got 3 kids?
Yeah.
And she has
2.
2 kids. Explain the relationship between you and her.
There wasn't really any for one. Excuse me. We had a little bit of contact. That was 4 months because she would, when she felt up to it, allow him to see his kids. So we had some kind of contact, but I usually got to, I'm going to kill you, you're a bitch, you're a whore, blah, 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 because me and him had a relationship off and on for the 2 years, almost 2 years.
The detective masterfully creates an illusion of control, emphasizing the unlocked door to lull the suspect into a false sense of security. Using minimization tactics and mirroring Amelia's exhaustion, he smoothly shifts the conversation toward the dynamics of the love triangle. Amelia, attempting to portray their interactions as civilized, makes a critical mistake. She yields to her emotions and depicts the victim as an aggressor who had threatened to kill her. This is exactly what the investigator was waiting for. He doesn't need a confession right this second. By allowing Amelia to vent her resentment, he firmly links her emotional animosity to a tangible motive for the crime. The suspect believes she is justifying her actions, but in reality, she is handing the detective the key to the prosecution.
So we pretty much maintained our distance.
Okay. Have you and her ever got into it about anything?
No. Never kept my distance. I mean, over the phone. But actual person to person, no, she could actually be pretty civil when we had to be.
Correct. Just trying to think. When's the last time you saw her?
Couple days after he went to jail. because she asked me to babysit the kids for a few hours so she could go to work. And
What? She asked you to babysit the kids?
And I told her I wasn't too sure about it because we had an awkward kind of relationship. And she said, well, Mackenzie really likes you and she loves you and she'd rather you babysit him. So I was there for a few hours, babysat.
Where'd you babysit them at?
The South Shore Fish Camp.
Okay.
The trailer they used to live in. Oh, sorry. And I was there for a few hours, babysat. She came home and Jamie gave me a ride home.
So you hadn't seen her since, what was the last time you saw her?
That night I babysat, which was the Saturday after Josh got arrested. And my son turned 7 January 8th. I don't remember if that was a Thursday or Friday. So that Saturday had to be the 9th or the 10th.
In January?
Yeah. It'd be nice to locate her. I mean, we have an 8-year-old girl who's crying looking for her mom. Mom won't call, mom won't make contact, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's just, I have 3 kids who have shitty fathers who have no contact with them. And, you know, it's just, it's messed up. So, I mean, he's gone to the, you know, asked people what he can do. He's
asked people like who?
Like Uncle Child Sports. He's trying to come after me. He told him, he said, look, I don't even know where she's at. I've got the kids right now. So I guess they freeze it temporarily till everything is situated. So right now it's a mess.
The detective intentionally increases the cognitive load by demanding a precise chronology, forcing Amelia to construct lies on the fly. A glaring contradiction emerges. After previously claiming death threats were made against her, she now asserts that she kindly babysat the victim's children. This is an attempt at image manipulation. The suspect shifts the focus from the disappearance to Heather's poor mothering, trying to provoke the detective into morally judging the victim. As she fumbles while trying to align dates with arrests and birthdays, her gestures become more animated, betraying her nervousness and desperate need to convince her interlocutor. The investigator does not interrupt this flow, allowing Carr to trap herself within the implausible narrative of the caring friend.
Now, is there something that you need to tell me?
Man, Ray, she made contact with the landlord in Spar.
How do you know that?
Because the landlord had said something to Josh when he was going to pick up the kids' belongings about not releasing anything without her consent.
Is that what Josh told you?
Well, I mean, that's what I heard from him and his sister.
Okay, again, that's what I say. That's what Josh told you. So Josh told you that Heather called the landlord.
No, he didn't tell me that she called. He said that when he got home to pick up the kids, his sister said that the landlord had called and told her that Heather called and said it was okay for him to go pick up the belongings.
Okay, and you believe Heather made that call?
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, why wouldn't she?
Okay. All right. You know, there's a lot of people that we're going to be talking to.
Oh, I know.
Okay. And if there's something you need to tell me, this is the time to tell me right now.
Oh, I'm hoping you guys find her. I mean,
we're going to find her with your help.
Well, I mean, it'd be...
With your help, we're going to find her. Okay? I need you to understand that. I need your help.
And I'm here to help. I mean, we've got kids who need both parents and...
You know something? This is the time. This is our opportunity. If you want to see that baby being born.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay? Or you don't want something to bite you in the behind if you know.
I know.
Okay?
The detective seizes the initiative, attacking the weak cover story regarding the victim's supposed call to the landlord. Amelia distances herself by using passive constructions and avoids direct answers, shifting the responsibility onto the words of Joshua and his sister. A classic avoidance reaction is visible. Her gaze shifts away, and her speech becomes erratic. The investigator abruptly changes his tone to one of menacing intimacy, utilizing his most powerful leverage, the suspect's pregnancy. The phrase, "Do you want to see this baby be born?" shatters her defense, transforming an abstract conversation into a direct threat to her future motherhood. Amelia is forced to comply, but her readiness to help sounds mechanical and rehearsed.
The relationship between you and her, I know for a fact that you and her at least got into an argument one time. Okay? And clarify this now, because I know for a fact that this happened. That when you guys got into that argument, you grabbed her by her hair. You remember that?
Oh my goodness. Are you kidding?
Tell me about that.
Who told you that? Because
Tell me about that.
that was a Donnie babysit. She came in and we kind of talked a little bit and I told her I had to go. She started arguing with me about not seeing Josh and I told her I hadn't spoken to him since we split up in December and said she was going to try to work things out with him and that was it. And I told her I was leaving. Trust me, if I had put my hands on her,
Tell me what happened by this.
she would have had me in jail.
Well, you put your hands on her because you grabbed a handful of her hair. So tell me about that incident.
I didn't grab her. We were talking and we were kind of getting into a little bit of an argument. That's when I told Jamie, can we just go?
So Jamie was there too?
Yeah.
Who else was there?
At that time, it was just us three, and the kids were in the bedroom asleep.
If you guys three?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you were there, Jamie was there,
Mm-hmm.
and Heather was there, and I'm telling you that I know for a fact that something happened, where do you think I get that information from?
From Jamie.
Okay. Tell me about what happened.
We were arguing because she wanted me
And
to
what
keep my
happened?
distance. Nothing. I told Jamie, let's go. I don't want to be here. I had my son.
You grabbed a handful of her hair, you grabbed a knife, and you put it to her throat.
No, I didn't, because if I did, I'd be sitting in county.
No. You guys made a mutual agreement that nobody was going to call law enforcement. Nobody was going to do anything after you guys settled down. You need to be straight up and honest with me.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
telling you how to put my hands on her.
No.
She had to be arrested.
No. I'm telling you what happened. I'm asking you to be straight up. You're not going to get in trouble for that, but you don't need to sit up here and continue to
But
lie
I'm
to me.
not.
You are lying.
The detective abruptly shifts tactics, moving toward direct confrontation. He employs the upcharging technique, alleging a knife was held to the throat so that a confession to simple hair pulling feels like a safe compromise to the suspect. Amelia makes a tactical error. Instead of categorically denying the event itself, she attempts to identify the source of the information, thereby indirectly confirming the conflict took place. Visually, her posture becomes defensive, and her exaggerated surprise appears staged. When the investigator logically closes the loop by mentioning a witness whose presence Amelia herself confirmed just moments prior, her argument, "I would be in jail," sounds like weak rationalization rather than proof of innocence.
Okay, me and Jamie don't have a good history.
Okay.
We really don't.
There's some other things. I'm just opening Pandora's box a little bit. This is the time for it. You need to be straight up and honest with me. Okay?
Mhm.
Again, you don't need to get yourself into trouble with that baby.
Oh, and I know, and I'm being honest
Okay.
with you.
If I know that little tidbit, there's a lot more that I know. There's a lot more people that I have talked to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? This is your opportunity for you to be straight up with me. Some shit went sour. Okay? Clean your slate.
Okay, what I'm telling you is that's the last time I saw her was because we got into that argument.
You don't like her.
I don't have a problem with her.
Now you don't.
No, I've stepped back many
Now
times.
you don't. There's other people who have come forward about some statements that you have made.
In regards to?
Some statements you have made. I'm telling you, if you want me to go down this road, it's not going to look pretty for you.
Okay, but what
This
I'm...
is the opportunity. Listen, you two guys are sleeping with the same damn man. And you can't sit up here and tell me that, oh, you guys had a amicable relationship. 'Cause
I
that's
never
bullshit.
said we did. I
You
said
didn't
we
like
had-
her. She didn't like you.
Okay, I agreed to
Okay.
babysit that night.
Yes, you did agree to babysit that
And
night.
when we got into
However,
it, I chose to
you
leave.
didn't want her, you don't want her in the picture because you know that Josh would go back to her. Josh would choose her over you any day.
And I
You know
stepped
that for a
back
fact.
many times so that he could be with his kids. I have 3 other kids I've raised by myself.
I
Raising a
understand
child
that.
by myself is not a
I
big
can
deal.
only help you if you help yourself.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is we got into an argument and I was ready to go because I am pregnant. Why would I put my hands on someone while I'm pregnant and run the risk of getting
happened.
hurt?
It happened. Did it not?
No.
You never got into a conversation with somebody, okay? Because I'm finna open up another one, and this is the last one I'm gonna open up because you're gonna get yourself in a hell of a lot of trouble, okay? I'm tired. You're tired, and you're lying to me, okay? And you're gonna get yourself into trouble. It's gonna be a very, very long night, okay? You got into a conversation with someone where you offered someone some money. Oh. Obviously, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've heard this rumor.
It's a rumor?
Yeah.
How does it more than one person know about it?
Because where we live, if you
Tell me about it.
Let me guess, Jason Watshaw?
Tell me about it. Why is it that I have to open something up for you to say, oh, and I'm gonna sit up here and I'm asking you a question. Very specific questions that I'm asking you. Okay? If there's anything else that I need to know, you need to tell me. I think that'll be one that I come up. Hey, somebody just said a rumor, or this bullshit rumor is going on, or this is going on, or that's happening. You're gonna walk yourself into some shit that you can't get out of. I'm telling you right now. This is your opportunity, and I only knock once.
Okay, well, what I'm telling you is, me and her got into it, and I asked to leave. Well, after that, there were rumors from Jamie, Jason, that I was supposedly trying to pay someone to get rid of her, this and that.
The detective plays his trump card, the accusation of hiring a hitman. Amelia's reaction is catastrophic. Instead of showing genuine confusion, she shifts into a stonewall defense, dismissing it as hearsay, yet immediately makes a fatal error. She mentions details the investigator had not yet brought up. In attempting to discredit the witnesses, she only confirms the existence of the conspiracy. Her nervousness and her attempt to anticipate the accusations betray her knowledge of the planned crime, shattering her simple housewife persona.
I'm not going to stoop to that kind of level of her man. I'm sorry, it's not worth it. I have 3 kids I've raised by myself. This is another one I can raise by myself. I wouldn't do that. And they have done nothing but made my life hell for as long as I can remember. Jamie Acom, Jason Marshall. Those are 2 people who, for as long as I can remember, have made my life hell.
Okay.
Me and Jamie don't get along because he knows I'm in the process of trying to come after him for child support. So right now, anything he can do to harm me, he has tried.
Who else do you have issues with that you think that were just lying?
Anyone associated with Jamie Acom's family.
Give me a name.
Oh, his brother Josh, his girlfriend Chrissy, her brother Timmy, anyone associated with him.
You're going to name everybody that's going to come up here and lie on you.
No, I'm just naming people that are associated with Jamie.
I'm telling you, okay?
Amelia shifts to a conspiracy victim strategy, aggressively listing people who supposedly wish her ill due to financial disputes. Visually, her nervousness escalates, her speech accelerates, and her gestures become sharp and erratic. The detective intentionally allows her to poison the well, not interrupting her stream of accusations against potential witnesses. This preemptive discrediting of everyone around her does not look like the defense of an innocent person, but rather a desperate attempt to devalue the inevitable testimony against her, confirming that she is increasingly isolated.
Someone was present the day that you had that, and you just named 2 people that was present in a vehicle with you when you offered someone $500.
Where would I have?
To help.
Sorry, go ahead.
To help you get rid of Heather. There's another conversation you had with someone. You're soliciting to commit murder. That's serious. And I got more than one person telling me that. Okay? Listen to me. I got more than one person telling me that. Okay? That don't look good for you. This is your time. Okay? Because when we go get Josh, okay, it's either you or Josh. So you make your decision. Do you owe Josh that? Or do you owe your kids that? This is the time. Tonight.
But when
if you're going to sit up and lie to me, I'll let you just look at me. Okay? And not say a word. But if you're going to continue to lie to me, I'm going to make your life very, very hard. I'm just being honest to you. Because I'm trying to give you opportunities, sweetheart, to do the right thing. The shit may have gotten out of hand, You got a baby right there and you got to think about it. If it happened, that's fine. If it's out of anger, that's fine. I understand. I'd be pissed off at it too, because I like this man, and this man constantly goes back to this girl that ain't shit.
But why would I hurt her is what I don't understand.
Why? Because you didn't get her out of the way.
The detective moves to lethal specifics, citing the $500 amount and the location of the deal, which leaves Amelia with no room to maneuver. He masterfully plays the prisoner's dilemma, issuing a stark ultimatum: the safety of her children or loyalty to Josh. Using minimization tactics, the investigator normalizes her anger, offering a psychologically comfortable path to a confession. Instead of denying the bribe itself, Amelia resorts to weak rhetoric, which only highlights her inability to refute the evidence.
But you know what? In 2 years, me and him have been off and on, off and on.
And you're tired of that shit. But now you have a kid from him, from Josh. You have no other kids from Josh, do you?
I've been off and on with Jamie for 10 years. 10 years.
Well,
I wouldn't.
Let me tell you something. So you telling me the conversation with Christy never happened?
With whom? Chrissy?
Mm-hmm.
I never said anything to her. I mean, I was mad. And I told her that I was pissed off about the whole situation.
Exactly. You never had a conversation with Christy to help you?
No, not Chrissy. And
you never had a conversation with, not Josh, the other guy you just...
Jason?
Jason.
No, I don't associate with them.
So why would that come up?
Because of Jamie. If you knew...
Two separate people.
Not two separate. People associated with Jamie.
Everybody hates you.
If you only knew.
So you're saying that you never grabbed a knife?
No, I never grabbed a knife.
You never grabbed a handful of her hair?
No, because she would have beat my butt. Trust me, I'm pregnant. She didn't want me having this case. She was
Sit tight and think about this, okay?
Okay.
Josh is in another room, by the way.
Okay.
The detective ramps up the pace, exploiting decision fatigue. He bombards Amelia with specific names, leaving her no time to construct lies. The suspect slips up by admitting to a conversation with Chrissy about her rage, but once again retreats behind a conspiracy theory. Her argument regarding physical weakness due to pregnancy contradicts her previously revealed aggression. The final move, the revelation of Joshua's presence in the next room, instantly shatters her confidence, triggering the prisoner's dilemma and forcing her to doubt her accomplice's loyalty.
I'm telling you, he told me that you told him that. We know that he brought her back to the house that night.
What house? I was home that night.
Listen, your heart is about to jump out of your chest.
Because I was home at my mother's.
Your heart is about to jump out of your chest.
That pisses me off.
Okay. Don't do this to yourself.
But
Don't do this to yourself.
Ask my mom. I was home.
Don't do this
that
to
night.
yourself.
What is he saying I did?
That you set it up.
Set what up, though? I mean, because all I heard him say was that I didn't even hear him say where he left her, at what house.
No. Listen here. Okay? You're trying to backpedal on it.
Yeah, I'm trying. I didn't really hear.
Okay. I'm telling you that he said that you told him that you guys took care of Heaven, and for him not to worry about her anymore.
Who's you guys?
You.
But how if I was home?
He knows, and he told me about the incident about you grabbing Heather at the house when you were supposed to be babysitting and put the knife to her throat.
He was in jail.
Exactly. Okay?
Because he even told
me.
me
He knows about it.
Because he said,
okay, listen, let's not entertain that. Let's not entertain that. Because I'm telling you right now, he's admitted to his stuff. He lowered it up. But he chose, you know what? I think I need to tell you all the truth. That's why you're back in here.
The investigator delivers the decisive blow by announcing Joshua's betrayal. Amelia's physiology gives her away completely. The detective notes her racing heartbeat aloud, shattering her mask of composure. Instead of a firm denial, she spirals into chaotic, clarifying questions, attempting to assess the damage caused by her accomplice's testimony. Utilizing the guilt by association effect, the investigator turns Joshua's confession into a snare. Now, her attempts to justify herself no longer look like a defense, but like the pathetic ploys of a cornered murder mastermind.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is you can question my mom, my sister. You can even question Penny Salbrano because she was at my mom's house.
Amelia, what night?
February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. That supposedly she left. The day after Valentine's Day, February 15th, because they came over there.
Let me explain something to you, sweetheart. Okay? Just explain to you earlier when you were in here today that you had been soliciting people to do something to her.
Peterson.
You call it what you want. You call it what you want, lawyer. Okay? We ain't back down here to have a picnic.
I know this, but see,
Okay.
this is why I'm upset is because...
You can be upset all you want to. I'm telling you right now, your boyfriend has thrown you under the bus.
Amelia desperately clings to an alibi, trying to hide behind relatives and specific dates. But the detective ignores her logic, striking instead through the betrayal trauma. Using a dominant form of address, he informs her that Joshua has given her up. This maneuver instantly paralyzes the suspect's will. Her active indignation is replaced by shock. Her cognitive defenses crumble as she realizes she is now alone, betrayed by the very accomplice for whom she committed the crime.
He's admitted to lying. He's admitted, okay, that he's involved in this and knows about it. Okay? And that you know about it. Now you can sit here and play this game all you want. I told you the first time when I held your hand and I looked you square in the eye and I told you this is your opportunity to come clean and be straight.
Okay, but what I'm trying to tell you is...
I'm gonna get up and walk out of this room. You lied to me. You ain't back down here for nothing.
I know this. I was home. You can
Is-
listen to every jail phone call
Okay.
back and forth between me and him, where he has hinted at when I get out, things are going to be different between me and you. You don't have to worry about her messing with us anymore.
Did he give you $1,000?
From where? I put up $1,700 for his lawyer so he could get out of jail. I put up $1,700. Where was he going to give me $1,000?
Paid your money back, didn't he?
No, he didn't.
When you got his tax?
No, he
He didn't
didn't.
give you $1,000?
Because his taxes went straight to his lawyer because he had to sign a waiver so she could cash the check.
Okay.
And when he got a check for $1,000, he asked me whether or not we wanted to try to work things out and live together,
So
or
he
whether
never told you that. I'm sorry. So you never
It's
told
okay.
you never told him to not to worry about her anymore.
no.
You care about.
If you listen to the jail
I'm
comment,
not talking about jail phone calls. He was out of jail then. He was out of jail.
No, I didn't, and I was home. Because you can question my mom, my sister, you can question Penny Salvale and her son because they were at my house that night because Josh was calling from
So he's
his
a flat out liar.
mom's cell phone.
So he's a flat out liar if he's trying to involve you in her death.
Yeah. And, that's got me really upset right now because I have kids I have to take care of. I've done it on my own. Why am I going to risk throwing my life away over someone who we were just screwing around off and on for 2 years?
Drop yourself.
Because he asked me about it. And I told him, I said, John, don't you think if I'd have pulled a knife on her, I'd be sitting on the other side of the county jail?
Say the reason why you didn't. The reason why she didn't is because you were pregnant. And she didn't want to see you go to jail with that baby.
And I highly doubt that. Because, if anything, she didn't want me to have this baby.
Okay. Sit tight a second.
The detective overloads the suspect's cognitive resources by using a multi-axial interrogation. He simultaneously attacks the financial details and the knife incident. Amelia's brain cannot cope with the stream of disparate accusations, and her defense crumbles. She commits a fatal logical contradiction. First, she claims that Heather took pity on her because of the pregnancy, but immediately after, she asserts that the victim hated her baby. This inconsistency is a direct result of the strain caused by the need to control too many lies at once.
Yeah, I live now. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know where she's at, man. I don't. I just want to sleep and get up.
So you telling me Amelia knows, she knows everything?
I think she knows more about the shit than I do.
You telling me she never asked you, if she was going to do it, she never asked you what was the best way to do it? She never asked you where's the best place to bury?
Man, I ain't no fucking murderer, man. I don't know what the best way to kill people and get rid of them and shit.
Take her to jail. That's where you want to go, my man.
That's where I want to go, man. I got no choice.
You got all the choice, player. I don't know what else to do. Or else you on the park.
Wow. You know everything about my mom if I take you to it? We'll go right now.
You take me to where Heather is. I'll take your wallet to your mom.
You won't take me by and let me talk to mom?
You take me Heather first.
And you take me by my mom?
That's a promise.
Let's go. I don't want to shit off, dude. I want to...
Joshua breaks. His defense collapses under the weight of the inevitable, and he agrees to show the location of the burial site, attempting to barter for the last remaining scraps of control. The detectives masterfully exploit this moment, applying anchoring theory. The body on Amelia's property becomes an irrefutable fact to which all her previous testimony is now tied. This is not just a piece of evidence. It is a physical anchor that instantly transforms her entire constructed lie into proof of guilt, making further denial meaningless.
What we want you to do is listen to us, right? Okay? Don't say anything. Obviously, you know what's going on. You have been in here since last night, answering questions, telling us lies, telling us the truth, telling us lies back and forth. Okay? That stops here. Okay? We found Heather. Okay? She's obviously murdered. Okay? We've been speaking with Josh all night. Okay? We've been letting you listen to some of the things he's been saying. And we've been telling him some of the things you've been saying. Okay? That's not an attempt to play you one against the other. It's an attempt to get the truth out of two people that are lying to us very much. Okay? I want to tell you how you stand right now. Okay? You don't stand so well. Okay? Because everything is pointing to Amelia. And I'm going to explain that to you. And I want you to listen to me. And I'm ask any questions. Okay? What I've done is just made a little cheat sheet here on myself. We got Amelia. That's you in the middle. Okay? And these are all the things that are against Amelia. Okay? The body was found in your property. Okay? Where you're living. We have Heather. Okay? Obviously, she's deceased. But Joshua's going to go back with her to father of your baby. Okay? We have Chrissy. And we have James involved. Okay? Chrissy's like, yeah, she held a knife to his throat, pulled her hair, and all that stuff. Don't deny it. Don't admit it. Okay? Because I don't want to lie out of your mouth until you hear what I have to say.
The detective radically shifts the modality from verbal to visual, using a handwritten diagram as a tool of Gestalt theory. By placing Amelia's name at the physical center of the page, surrounded by evidence, he forces her to see the cohesive, terrifying picture of her guilt rather than fragmented facts. A strict prohibition on speaking strips the suspect of her only defense, the flow of lies. She is no longer a participant in a dialogue, but a passive observer of her own collapse, trapped at the center of a proven reality.
Okay, but I still have everything pointing to you.
Yeah.
I can put you in prison for the rest of your life just from this evidence. Okay? I can. But I need to give Amelia a chance because you've been lying to us all night. You've been telling us the truth here. You've been telling us lies there. Okay? That stops right now because Amelia and her baby are being affected now.
Yeah, and I've been trying to make an effort with detectable with phone calls.
Well, you're being affected now. Okay? Because you don't want your baby born in prison. We don't want your baby born in prison. Okay? I'm not saying that's where you gotta end up. Okay? But if I have to use all this stuff against you,
you're the only suspect that I have right now that can win in court. Okay. So I want to know from you exactly what happened. No more of this, I think, or I heard, nothing. I want the truth. Okay. Truth starts right now, because now we ain't playing. Okay. You never met me before. You have to trust me. Okay. You have to trust this man too. He's been doing this a lot longer than I have. He's been doing it 30 years. I've been doing it 20 years. Okay. Stops today.
The detective moves into the endgame, employing a dual-path strategy from decision-framing theory. He severely restricts Amelia's choices, either prison and giving birth behind bars, or trusting the experienced investigators for a chance at salvation. The visual map with her name at the center is no longer just a diagram. It is a verdict that can only be overturned by a heartfelt confession. The emotional pressure reaches its peak. The child becomes the primary bargaining chip. Now, a confession is presented not as a defeat, but as the only rational move to save her motherhood.
I don't want to go to prison.
Well,
We don't want you to either. Okay.
And I'm glad I can hear you, Josh, on so much louder.
well, let's get through this. Okay. And, keep your kids in your mind. And
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can tell you everything that I know.
Okay. Are you willing to do that?
I don't want to. I want in. I will testify. I will.
Let's hear what you have to say, bro. I can't promise you nothing.
Yeah, well, see, that's what
Well,
I'm.
let me just explain this to you.
I want something to where I'm not going to take it from my babies.
Well, we ain't gonna take you from your babies, and we're not gonna take your babies from. Okay.
See, it's hard because we're trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what you're going to tell me. Okay, a lot of what you can tell me, we're going to know if it's the truth or not. Okay, I don't think that. I hope that you don't think that you would be sitting here having this conversation with us if we wasn't thinking anything different. Okay. All we're after is the truth.
I understand that.
Just the truth of who killed her, okay?
Well, I didn't kill her, but I can tell you details and I can tell you things about everything.
I'll bet you can, okay?
But I'm just saying.
If you didn't kill her, okay, then you tell us and we believe you, okay, we can't put you in jail for something you did.
Well, after Detective Bowie played me that tape, that's when I told him when we go out to the house, every time he calls, I want it on speaker. I want you to hear what he has to say. And I've been asking the questions Detective Bowie wanted me to ask him. I'm trying to help. I don't want to be taken from my kids. I mean, I can tell you details that you guys probably already know. I can tell you everything that happened to her.
So if you think we already know that stuff and we haven't arrested you, what does that tell you?
The pressure on the maternal instinct works. Amelia shifts from total denial to bargaining. She resorts to victim inversion tactics linked to the theory of moral disengagement. In an attempt to save her ego, she rewrites the narrative to cast herself not as an accomplice, but as a terrified witness and even an assistant to the investigation. Visually, her posture becomes ingratiating. She seeks eye contact, trying to sell this lie. By admitting she knows all the details, Carr hopes to buy her freedom, unaware that such profound insider knowledge only confirms her direct participation in the execution.
I told Cross Heather.
Where?
Duct taped to the little blue chair.
In the trailer.
In the trailer. And I freak out. I check her pulse. I'm looking to see if she's breathing. And I'm just checking. And I walked out. And he was there later that afternoon. I asked him, what the hell did you do? He told me that in the middle of the night, after we were there, he brought her there. And I guess he told her that he knew where I had money stashed to get her to go back there. And that he hit her upside the head with something. And she was trying to leave and she broke the window. And he left her there because he didn't know what to do with her, how to dispose of her. And I told him, I want nothing to do with this. Get her the hell off my mom's property.
Okay, this is on your mom's property.
Yes.
Okay.
This is Monday morning.
No, this is Monday afternoon when he got off work that he came out there that he had asked my mom for a shovel that he's already had a dog. And I told him I wanted nothing to do with it. And I walked out and I told him, if you don't do something, I'm going to call cops. And what he did after that, I don't know.
When you checked her pulse,
She was nothing. She was cold.
Was she sitting in a chair?
She was duct taped
To a chair. What color chair?
It's the only one in that little kitchen area. It's a little
Okay.
blue chair.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, you got to do something. I said, I don't want this crap here. I said, Josh, I don't know what the hell's gotten into you. But you need to do something. And he asked my mom for a shovel. What he did, I didn't think he would bury her on my mother's property. I mean, that's just sick. I mean, it's bad enough what he had done, but to do that and make it look the way it's looking now is just not okay. And he told me, if you tell anybody, I'll make sure you go down with me and you're right next to her. Right next to her.
Okay.
so why didn't you tell us the truth? In the beginning, why didn't you tell
Because
us?
I was scared.
I'm scared.
I mean, like I told you, I have kids. I mean, I've seen people go to prison for knowing stuff.
Amelia transitions to a confession bargaining tactic, offering the investigation a detailed but carefully filtered truth. By describing the little blue chair and the duct tape, she attempts to buy credibility through visual specifics while simultaneously reducing her own cognitive dissonance. She constructs the persona of a frightened witness who supposedly checked the victim's pulse, but her true attitude is betrayed by her lexicon. By demanding that Joshua get that shit off the property, she demonstrates the total dehumanization of her rival. This is not remorse, but an attempt to minimize the consequences by admitting only to what can no longer be denied.
She started down the hall. I mean, her. She went back and went into that window with her hand. What she did, I grabbed her and I put her in the chair. And I held her down on the chair.
Was she fighting then?
Well, she really couldn't. And I'm getting my ass to her little bitty sound. So the adrenaline was swallowing. And I just held her. I made a tape her. She had her arm around her neck. She was trying to snap her neck. She had her one, this hand right here coming over her head, holding her nose.
And where were you?
I was still threatening her. And once I knew that Heather had got weak, I could tell she was getting weak because she was just like being nothing.
The covert recording captures the final collapse of Amelia's defense. Seeking an emotional ally in Joshua's sister, she makes a fatal mistake and confesses to active participation. Her description of the attempt to break the neck is accompanied by a chilling rationalization. She reclassifies the atrocity as an act of mercy to protect her own psyche. Her command to Joshua to keep his mouth shut confirms that even in a crisis, she is attempting to manipulate the situation. The mask of the passive witness falls away completely, revealing a cold-blooded killer whose hands directly deprived the victim of life.
I think it's time for we open Pandora's box, at least from our end.
And you need to do it all on the record.
Today, you, in a conversation with Josh's sister, that conversation was recorded totally. You, out of your own mouth, admitted to being there.
You use some of the words that I just used. I waited in the house for a few minutes, just like I was told. There was a recorder in her car, and there was a microphone in her car so we could listen to you. We didn't just stumble across that car sitting in the park.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? We heard everything. Now, let's go back to what I was just saying. You've shown no remorse. I'm not trying to be mean, but quite frankly, so far, you have shown it.
You're acting like a cold-hearted, hateful person who killed the mother of 2 children, okay?
Because I don't cry.
No, because you sit right here stone cold and stare in that man's face and lie to his face. After you told that girl today you tried to break her neck, and it didn't work. Now,
that? Do you remember that?
I mean,
Do you remember those words? It came from whose mouth?
why?
let's start over. And I'm going to quit talking. I don't have anything more to say.
Tell me what happened.
I did what I was told you.
Tell me what happened.
What does the young do with that going?
Tell me what happened. I want to hear from you. Get that bird off your back. Tell me what happened. You've already admitted to it. You've gotten over that hurdle. You have admitted to killing someone.
No, I admitted to something, and they weren't. He killed her.
The investigator opens Pandora's box by presenting irrefutable evidence, the audio recording of her confession to Joshua's sister. The confrontation with her own voice describing the attempt to break the victim's neck paralyzes Amelia's defense. The detective intensifies the pressure, attacking her effective flattening. Her lack of tears is interpreted not as shock, but as a sign of sociopathic cold-bloodedness. Cornered, she makes a final attempt at psychological bargaining. She admits to physical participation, but delegates the actual moment of death to Joshua. This is a classic minimization of guilt, an attempt to legally and morally distance herself from the fatal outcome, despite proven intent.
Were you here?
On the record?
Everything from here on out is on the record. You were there when she died.
I knew what I was told to do.
Tell me what you did then.
Let me tell you this. As much as Josh has told us, which is a lot, he still says that you were the one who killed her.
Heck.
Good. I wasn't there. I don't know. I can tell through our investigation and all the people we've talked to, you know, sifting through every single lie. Josh has thrown plenty of them up there, and you've thrown plenty of them up there. I know you were there, okay? I don't know who killed her at that moment that she died, but I do know y'all were both standing in that ring. Is that right? Then if you have something to say that's not the same as what Josh said,
Excuse me.
now's the time.
Don't give us that respect. Don't nod. Is that right?
We have a long day.
Is that right? I'm not talking to you in sign language.
I know.
I'm talking to you person to person, respectfully. I don't want to assume that you nodded your head, but is that right that you were there with Josh when Heather took her last breath? I can't hear you.
Helps.
What did you guys do after she took her last breath?
Can I ask you something?
Can you answer
If
that for
I
me?
stop
Can you answer
answering
that?
questions, you're just going to go ahead and arrest me, right? There's no way I'm going home tonight.
You keep looking at what you're sitting in here doing, and you keep thinking that this is what's getting you in trouble. Okay, what's getting you in trouble is the night of February 15th, okay? This is why this all started. From here on out, you've got a decision to make. You can still play these games and still try to weasel out of whatever you think you can weasel out of, or you can take the right path. And the right path is sitting in here saying, you know what? I did something wrong. If I had the chance to take it back, I would, but I can't. So you know what? Here's what happened. I apologize. If I could take it back, I would. I'm sorry.
The investigator strictly shuts down any attempt at a nonverbal response, demanding vocal confirmation of her presence at the moment of death. A nod can be contested in court, but words are an irrefutable legal fact. Amelia, realizing the inevitability of the end, asks the only question that truly concerns her. I'm not going home today, am I? This is the moment of her total egoism laid bare. In the face of an accusation of brutal murder, she cares not for the gravity of her actions, but for her own comfort. The mask of the innocent victim finally dissolves, leaving only a criminal who realizes the game is over.
So far, the only thing you've done here is try to save your own behind, even though you killed a woman.
I ain't killed her.
Yes, you then tell me what happened. Because Josh says you did it. After you tried to break her neck and couldn't do it, you killed her.
I did not kill her.
Show me something different then. Because Josh has been telling us the truth for several days.
He wasn't himself technically. He was not.
You were not either.
I was scared shitless.
Was anyone stopping you from running out that door?
Fear.
Was anyone stopping you from running out that door?
Fear, but I guess that doesn't count, huh?
No, it does not fear. I'm sorry.
One of you is still lying about some of this, but only you or him knows which ones. That's why I've been asking you from the beginning to tell me the truth. That way, when Amelia opens her mouth and says, I have something to say, we both perk up and say, well, if Amelia's saying she's the one that's truthful, we have to believe her. At this point,
Do you not see why I'd be scared to play the truth?
There's no need to be afraid of Josh. Josh has never beaten you. Josh has no history of beating you.
No,
and Josh
but
is in jail right now.
But until that night, do you not see why after that night I would be scared to go against him?
okay, but Josh told us that y'all had talked about doing something
We
like
never
this.
talked about
He
it
said
like this.
y'all never planned it fully.
Fear is not an issue with you.
What do you mean?
Fear has never been an issue with you. You have never been afraid of Josh before or after you guys took someone's life.
Afraid he might leave you.
No, I wasn't afraid of him leaving because I left him. I left him.
Do you understand me? Fear was not an issue.
I was afraid to go against him.
You just told me that you tried to break her neck.
Because he
that's
told me
attempted
to.
murder. That's what you told me. Is that not what you told me?
Yes.
What I did was attempted murder. Correct?
Because he told me.
But is that not what you said? I tried to break her neck, but I couldn't.
Amelia makes a desperate attempt to play the victim of circumstance card, justifying her complicity as an animalistic fear of Joshua. The detective firmly blocks this path, pointing out the logical inconsistencies. Fear had not prevented her from leaving him before. Visually, she recoils, avoiding eye contact as the investigator applies the framing of moral responsibility. He hits her with the facts. Someone who tries to break another person's neck with their own hands is not a victim, but an executioner. Amelia falls into the final verbal trap. Unable to refute her own description of the mechanics of the murder, she dejectedly utters the legal term, attempted murder. This is the point of no return, a full and unconditional admission of guilt.
You don't think you deserve that?
No, I didn't. Sure. I really didn't.
So he calls you, whether you think he was joking or not, he calls you and says, I'm on the way there. Wait till we're in there a couple minutes and come back. And you know exactly what that means. You know exactly what it's going to lead to. And you made no attempt to stop him, talk him out of it, or call the police. You went out there. She tries to get away. She's trying to escape because she sees what's coming. She's struggling, and you help him imprison her, keep her. You help him do all the things that he needs to do, knowing what's about to happen. He asks you to kill her,
And whether you tried real hard or whether you didn't try real hard, you make an attempt so that it will be quick and painless and she can be put out of her misery. And when you're unable to do it, whether you were not strong enough or whether you didn't have the willpower, you step away so that he can take his turn. You watch it happen. At no time have you told us that you tried to stop him. You tried to talk him out of it. You tried to say, you know what?
There was no, if you weren't there, then just,
I wasn't there.
if you'd been there,
You were.
there was
There was time before he got there. You could have picked up a phone and
but I
said,
honestly
Josh,
didn't think he was
let's not do this. This isn't a good idea. You could have said, Sheriff's Department, I think I got in deep, but I'll try to do the right thing. I don't want this girl to lose her life. I don't want these children to lose their mother.
there was,
And all these things I've said to you, you've helped put her underneath the table for a day, maybe 2 days.
I didn't help do any of it. I just knew he couldn't.
You come outside to see if the hole's deep enough that he's about to bury her in. You watch her being buried. You help cover
I
her
would
up.
watch, I went back and saw.
Did you jump in the hole?
No. Now let's see.
All these things, and what do you think that you are guilty of? Then
I know what he did,
what do you think would be appropriate?
but I just wish that he would take into consideration, but I was fucking scared.
Tell me what you think you're guilty of.
Helping loans
I'm sorry? Of being a monster?
and helping a monster.
I didn't say you.
Helping people.
Oh, helping a monster. Do you want anything to drink? Do you need to use the restroom? Are you okay?
No.
Are you hurting? I guess I should ask that because I know that you're not okay. Are you physically okay? Huh?
I'll play nurse me over to be booked.
So we're going to do that for right now. Okay?
The detective uses the technique of narrative transportation, forcing Amelia to relive the chronology of the murder step by step, from restraining the victim to witnessing her burial. This temporal anchoring leaves no room for excuses regarding her inaction. Visually, she appears crushed, her gaze extinguished. When she tries to mitigate her guilt with the phrase, helping a monster, her automatic repetition of the investigator's correction, being a monster, becomes a fatal slip of the tongue, betraying a subconscious acceptance of her true nature. The abrupt shift to questions about her well-being marks the end. The psychological duel is over, and the arrest procedure begins.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. Surprised? But I'm doing good. How are you?
A lot lighter.
A lot lighter. You've lost some weight.
Yeah, potatoes will do it to you.
Potatoes. I thought potatoes put on weight.
You gotta eat them.
We not eat them.
So, once a day, lunch is about the only time they give us something decent, like they'll put bacon or bacon bits, cheese. But plain potatoes,
No.
can't do it.
Okay. Well, we're gonna get some laundry stuff out of the way first.
So
I call it laundry stuff. Some of this particular, some of the
all the people are
paperwork stuff. Okay. So that we all on the same page. I received a call from your mom
Yeah,
that you wanted to talk to me.
yeah.
Okay. Any reason why you didn't send a request form?
I did,
Okay.
but I had called my mom first and then did the request form. So we're gonna be getting that.
Okay.
I don't know when.
Okay. But you do want to talk to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Without the presence of your attorney.
I just saw my attorney not too long ago.
Well, before I can speak with you about anything I'm talking about, we have to go through the same. We went through.
I know.
Okay.
I just kind of wanted to run some things by you after.
Well, nothing is
I
off the
know.
record. Okay. Nothing is off the record. This is very, very serious.
I know.
Okay. Now, if you want to tell me something, I'm here to listen to you. But understand that I'm going to do my job correctly. I'm going to make sure you know your rights. Okay?
My attorney's gonna be pissed when I'm talking to you without her here.
That's your choice.
The scene changes. Amelia appears haggard, and her jokes about a prison diet are merely an attempt to re-establish rapport. By initiating a meeting without her lawyer, she desperately tries to rewrite history, claiming that her previous confession was a lie told under pressure. The detective strictly shuts down this manipulation, reminding her that nothing is off the record. He utilizes consistency theory. Since the key confession was made to her sister without the suspect's knowledge and outside of police pressure, her argument regarding coercion falls apart. Amelia had hoped for an informal conversation, but hit a procedural wall that finalizes the cementation of her guilt.
Okay.
You want to talk to me?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the same Miranda form that I read you once before. Okay. I'm going to read it to you again. What do you want to talk about?
He's bragging to a lot of people that his intent was not only to harm her, but someone else.
Where are you getting at? This is time. If you're going to talk to me, this ain't no hypothetical.
No, it's
This ain't no playing games.
It's not.
This ain't you sitting in the cell for how many days you been here now?
90 today.
90 days?
Yeah.
Okay, for you to try to come up with something.
I'm not coming up with anything because I've got people who will talk to you for me to tell you. But what I'm saying is he's bragging. His intent was not only to harm her, but someone else. Had that person been there, they wouldn't be here today.
Hey, who was that?
I believe James Aikman. The guy did not give me a name. And then he approached me. We all go to the courthouse, you know that.
James Aikman is your baby's daddy.
My youngest, yeah.
All right.
Right. And the gentleman approached me, told me what Fulton was telling him.
Wait, who was the gentleman name?
Huh? You the inmate?
Yeah.
What good is it going to do me? Is what I want to know first.
Right. Obviously, right now, he had no. You say he had intentions or he was bragging about it. I haven't heard about it.
Right.
Obviously, he can't do anything to it now.
No.
I mean, I'm here on the case that you and Josh with Heather Strong. That's what we're here about.
Right.
And that's what I want to talk about. If you want to talk about anything for us, that's fine. Hypothetically speaking,
No, it's
I don't
not
want to talk about that.
It's,
Him made mention or made some threats or some verbal stuff that he was going to do something to somebody else, but it never got carried out. That's nothing. That holds no weight. I'm just going to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to sit here and BS you. I'm going to be straight up with you. Like I've been throughout the whole entire time in this case. I mean, you knew the gig was up the first day you came and talked to us. Right or wrong?
what I'm getting at is he's confessing to who, what, where, when, why, and how, and what his intentions were, and that it was premeditated. And you can probably get it on tape.
I know all that. He's talked to me about all that. He's told me his part.
That his intent was on someone else as well?
No. Okay, I'm talking about Josh Foreman, Amelia Carr, and Heather Strong. These are the only three people who know what happened. Heather Strong obviously can't tell me. Amelia Carr, Josh Foreman. Although only two can tell me what happened to this girl. He's confessed his sins to me. And he's told me what your involvement was.
After 90 days of incarceration, Amelia makes a desperate attempt to seize control by offering insider info about Joshua's alleged plans to kill other people. This is a classic diversion intended to frame her accomplice as the sole mastermind. The detective firmly applies a pattern exposure tactic, dismissing her story as a prison fabrication. Utilizing the principles of psychological reactance theory, he strips the suspect of her illusion of influence. Her valuable information is devalued to the level of useless rumors, returning the focus exclusively to the murder of Heather Strong.
Which is not if you listen.
That's not true.
Well, that's your opinion.
It is. It is.
I sat in here 90 days.
And you're trying your best to come up with something to take the heat off of you.
No, I'm not, because these are people I don't even know approaching me, willing to come forward.
They ain't come forward. The only person who's coming forward is you.
The only reason I haven't given names is because what is the point?
There's really no point, to be honest with you. Unless you're going to come in here and tell me what your involvement was. That's what we know that to be totally opposite. You know you can't come over here and pull if you don't mind.
I'm not trying to bullshit over your eyes. What I'm telling you is he is bragging that I wasn't there, that I had nothing to do with this.
You told me you were there. You told me what you did. Do you not remember all that?
I told you what you wanted to hear.
No. It's just some game that Amelia wants to try to come play. It ain't gonna work. You didn't tell me what I wanted to hear. Because number one, you didn't know that I was listening to your conversation with Josh's sister. You also told her that too.
Told her what?
I mean, I'm gonna cut this interview very, very short. Okay? If you're here to tell me your involvement,
which is none.
Okay, well, I don't believe you.
No.
Because obviously you don't remember what you told me the first time.
What do you mean?
Maybe you need 90 more days and think about what you told me before you try to come in here today and pull something over me.
I'm not trying to pull something over you.
But it ain't gonna work.
I know what I told you.
Okay, so why are you sitting there questioning me what you told me?
Because what I told you wasn't the truth.
What's the truth?
I'm not lying to you.
What's the truth?
That I wasn't there.
Which is a lie.
As far as you know.
Exactly.
Okay, there you go.
You done? All right, sit tight.
Yeah.
After 90 days of incarceration, Amelia makes a final attempt to retract her confession, claiming she previously incriminated herself under pressure. The detective instantly neutralizes this strategy by applying a reality shock framing. He reminds her that the key admissions were made not to the police, but to Joshua's sister in an informal setting, which precludes the version of events involving coercion. Visually, a collapse of defense mechanisms is observed. Confidence is replaced by apathy, demonstrating signs of learned helplessness. The realization that it is impossible to influence the outcome. In subsequent prison interviews, a pathological cognitive dissonance emerges. By renaming death row as life row and denying her life sentence, Carr constructs a delusional alternative reality. This is not hope, but a form of psychological denial that allows an egocentric personality to function in conditions of total isolation, ignoring the legal fact of her complicity in the brutal execution of Heather Strong.